How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are having another good day. I had to drop this video right now. I'm telling you guys, I just got off the phone maybe about half an hour ago, gave my son a bath, and I had to get you guys on the scoop. What's going on? Okay, a lot of you have been commenting. We all are on the same page in regards to the Cummins, okay, and what's happening, what was going to occur in the near future. We already knew I sent off injectors to F1 Diesel to get tested, to get checked, to make sure they're good. I got a lot of news on those. So, you know, if you enjoy this video, please hang tight, give it a thumbs up, and I got a lot to talk to y'all about, okay? All right, you guys, so first order of business. If you were not watching the previous videos on the channel and you have no idea what is going on right now, please, I'm going to briefly explain what's happening. So, currently, we just finished installing ARP head studs on the 6.7 Cummins right there, okay? She has ARP 425 head studs. While doing the head studs, I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to put injectors on this, man, because I'm already here. Everything's open. The injectors are like right there. The only thing holding them down is the little bridge, the little injector hold down bridge or whatever you want to call it. Is the only thing holding it down. I saw that stuff, man. I'm like, I gotta change them. I had a set of supposedly 30% over injectors, which is about 90, 100 horsepower ish. You guys were awesome last video. Let me know what size they were, and I sent them off to a reputable company called F1 Diesel, based out of Texas, and they contacted me tonight and this evening, and they told me they're trash, they're bad, and I'm so grateful and so thankful that I did not just see a box of somewhat brand new looking injectors get sent to the house and I was rushing to throw them onto the truck. I'm so glad I waited. I'm so glad that I did not put those in my truck, because she said if you would have put those in your, it's a family-owned business. A little background for them. F1 Diesel is a family-owned business based out of Texas. I don't remember where at in Texas, but I gotta find out, and I'll let you guys know later. And it's a husband and a wife. The wife, I was on the phone with her. She was extremely knowledgeable, very helpful, extremely polite, with excellent customer service. She was telling me, she said her husband told her if he would have ran those injectors, he would have melted a piston. Like, no bullshit. It was really shocking, and I was like, damn. So that completely twisted the plans for the channel, for the build, what we were waiting on to get this girl to crank up and get driving again. I don't know if you know or not, getting a 6.7 injector rebuilt or buying built ones is very expensive. It's not like a 12 valve, it's not like a 6.0, 7.3 power stroke. It's expensive. Common rail injectors are expensive as hell because one determining factor, well, two. One, a true Cummins injector, and this also goes for Duramaxes too, are built by Bosch. If you guys don't know, Bosch is based out of Germany. They make pretty high quality components. This entire fuel system on this truck is from Bosch. It's a German company. They do a really good job on a lot of stuff. If you don't know who Bosch is, you probably need to look them up because they're pretty big. So anyways, you can't cheap out with this stuff. She told me that some of the injectors were missing components internally. Some of them had parts from another injector. I'm thinking maybe a 5.9. I don't know what happened. Long story short, no, I did not pay for those injectors. It's a super complicated story. And two, we're probably going to be selling those injectors to this company for a core return, or a core value, meaning they're going to pay me $50 an injector. They need a full overhaul rebuild. So talking with her and stuff, she told me they can obviously rebuild those with full Bosch parts, because she says their business will not put, if it ain't Bosch, they don't put it in there, which I really respect and I really like, because with these fuel systems, you cannot cheap out, okay? And this is one reason why I'm putting this video out. You guys out there that are looking for quick power, you want to get more fuel to the truck, listen, these aren't 12 valve Cummins, these aren't 5.9s. In some 5.9s, you can't even get away with this. These are high pressured, very precise, accurate fuel systems. Do not cheap out on your fuel system. Do not settle for Italian-made parts. If it's made from Italy, it might as well say China. Don't put those in your trucks because you're going to destroy your fuel system. You're going to melt the piston. You're going to destroy your engine. Now, you might have those onesies and twosies out there like, oh, I paid $400 for my nozzles or my injectors and they run good. That's fine. But for the masses of us, everyone else that doesn't apply to, this is something you do not want to cheap out on, okay? Get a reputable company. I'm not telling you to go to the company I went to, F1 Diesel. If you want to, you can. You can go to Diesel Auto Power. She actually told me, I'm not going to say their names because I'm not trying to bash anybody, but she did tell me some companies that you want to stay away from. So yeah, if you really want to find out, DM me on Instagram. Maybe I'll tell you on Instagram. But just don't cheap out on your fuel system. Especially your injectors and your CP3 pump. Don't cheap out on that stuff. If you look at all of those components, if it has to do anything with fuel, and even your alternator, OEM one, it has Bosch stamped on it somewhere with a Bosch serial number and a Bosch part number. And there's a reason why they use Bosch. There's a reason why Cummins is such a reputable engine coming from the factory, because they don't cheap out. They go to Bosch, all right? And that's one thing I respect about an American company such as Cummins, is that they're like, hey man, listen, you guys make awesome fuel systems, awesome fuel components for engines. Make us something for this engine. And that's what they've been doing since the B series Cummins has been out. It's been all Bosch parts. Now I know with technology and just time, people are able to get away with like settling for cheaper stuff on older model engines, but on a 6.7 Cummins, that is such a high pressured fuel system and such a pinpoint fuel system. You do not want to do that. Trust me. This is not something that is cheap. This is not, you can't just spend $400 and get a badass fueled up truck. It's not going to happen. You got to spend money. So with that being said, I had to talk to you guys because I felt bad, one, knowing that I could have had a possibility of putting those in my truck, but I thank God that I did not, because I would have destroyed my engine. Two, if somebody's watching this video and they're about to pull the trigger and they're on eBay, if you go on eBay and type in 6.7 Cummins injectors fuel nozzles, you can get you a pair of 6 nozzles, any size you want, for roughly about $500-600. Do not settle on it at all. I'm telling you, you guys, you might get 10 to 20,000 miles out of them, but the minute one of them comes loose, maybe one starts to leak too much, you're done, son. And another thing too, this lady was I can't remember her name, but she was extremely informative, and she told me that if you have a engine, a 6.7, more so the 6.7 Cummins, if you have a 6.7 Cummins and it's pushing over 140, 150,000-ish miles, and you're thinking about just doing a nozzle swap, even though your injectors are running fine, she said she highly does not recommend doing that, because, and I didn't know this stuff. I had no idea about this stuff. That's why I'm like, man, I gotta get on YouTube, man. I gotta tell my folks about what's going on. And she told me, she was like, there is some type of spring or a check ball inside of the injectors where after X amount of miles, they become worn. And what can happen is you can start to get injector leak. So your injectors can start dripping. Okay, now on the stock injector, you didn't modify the nozzles or anything, it's not a big deal. But if you put that bigger nozzle on it, now you just intensify the drip in the injector. What that means is you start dripping excess fuel, too much fuel to a piston. The piston gets hot, it's overfueling, you melt the piston, you just shit a inline 6 Cummins. So she was telling me all this stuff, and if you think I'm lying, or if you think I'm making this up about melting a piston, just go on a forum somewhere. You can read for probably a week straight on it. But it's something you need to know. I had to bring this video to you guys because, as you guys know, what I know, I want to pass it to you. And this stuff is not made up. This stuff is real. I think a lot of us, including myself, underestimated the amount of details required into a pair of injectors, let alone your fuel system. So that's just something I thought about, and I was like, man, that's real. So you're probably wondering, all right, Cam, what are you going to do now that those injectors are bad and all this stuff? Okay, so the game plan is, I'm at this point right now, between being, financially and just what's going on around me, I'm thinking about putting everything back together in the truck, get her running, get her driving so I can drive my truck again, because I haven't drove her in almost 2 weeks. It's kind of cool because, I'll explain in a second. Get that all taken care of. hopefully end of month get some money up, or I have enough money where I can afford to get the fully rebuilt injectors. I'm going to go ahead and sell my cores to them and get some new injectors. Okay. I actually talked to them, and this is another thing too. I talked to the husband. Well, I didn't talk to the husband, but I was talking to the lady, and she was telling me that she talked to her husband, and I told him my build. I told him everything I was trying to do and what I planned on wanting to do. And he recommended 40% injectors, which is roughly about 100%. He said if it was a 5.9 Cummins, he would recommend 30%, but because it's a 6.7, he recommends 40% injectors. Don't know the science behind it, but I trust them. They've been doing it for a long time. Okay, so that's the goal. That's the plan. That's what I'm trying to get done. Hopefully by the end of the month, we'll be able to swap out the injectors and put some nice, clean 100 horsepower injectors on the truck. That'll be good. Let me know what you think about that. I'm tired of seeing her sit here. I feel like I got a junk truck, even though she's far from that. She's actually a really good truck. I just been waiting because I thought I was going to do something with it. Okay, so it's sad. You know, I was really expecting, or I was really banking and hoping that I would be able to. I don't know. I was just hoping I'd be able to send them in. They test them. They're like, hey man, they check out Ricky Ticky. Fucking, you know, they're all good. And I was like, sweet, send them back. And then I throw them in. We get the new tune from HPP, start her up, get that first start with new injectors, white smoke come out. I was really looking forward to that with you guys. You guys don't understand. So now with this happening, it kind of puts a buffer and damper on the system. Part of me is kind of like, dude, just wait it out, man. It'll all come in due time. There's no rush. You got another car. You don't need the truck right now. And I'm kind of like, I'm like 51% on that side where it's like telling me wait it out. But then there's that other side that's like the 49 that's like, nah, man, put that engine back together, crank her up and just, you know, ride her and stuff. And it's like, I don't know what to do. So you guys have been following me for a while. You guys comment all the time. I want you guys' opinion. What should I do? Should I put the Cummins back together and just drive her until we get injectors at the end of the month? Or should I just wait because it's already apart? You know, I don't need the truck right now. It's not like a work truck, or I don't need it at this moment. Just wait until you can get the injectors by the end of the month. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, I will have a link down below to the website F1 Diesel. Check them out. By no means does this company does not sponsor me. They don't. Nothing. This is just a straight up company I wanted to tell you guys about. You're talking knowledge and just friendliness, and you call it Southern hospitality. All right. If you haven't heard that Ludacris song, listen to it. That's what you get from them. You get the Southern hospitality, and they're awesome people. So yes, this is what is going on. Hopefully you guys got some information out of this video. It's very detailed. I hope you guys watch it. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, comment. Let me know what you think. Also, don't forget, let me know what you think about what I should do with the Cummins. We got stuff happening, okay? So I'm not going to say what's happening next. There may be a onesie or twosie of a few of y'all that might know what's going to be coming up soon in the near future. Little damn mosquito. The near future for the truck. I'm not going to say nada. You guys should like it though. I really hope you do like it. So yeah, definitely. So that's all I wanted to bring to y'all today. I know I was spinning around in a circle like this. Hopefully I didn't get any of y'all nauseous or dizzy or nothing like that. But I was just super pumped up, and not excited pumped, but kind of like just juiced, like, oh my God, I gotta tell them, I gotta tell them, I gotta tell you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like one of those type of deals. So let me know what y'all think. What should we do? We got more stuff coming. Like always, if you want to save $100 on a turbo kit, check them out. MDC Diesel. They sent me some stickers. I will be sending them out soon, as soon as I get a little downtime. And also, if you need any fluids or anything like that, feel free to hit up my boy Adrian. He's an Amsoil dealer. He can get you a good deal on Amsoil. Like always, if you weren't watching the live feed, I do plan on becoming a Amsoil dealer soon. Two things. One, it's going to help the channel out in terms of funding the channel, because this stuff is not cheap and it's not free by no means. So I do plan on taking that on. And two, you'll get a good deal on Amsoil. It's an awesome brand. It's an awesome fluid. They have tons of research and facts behind it. Keyword facts, not just advertising. They have tons of information on their websites and stuff. So let me know what y'all think about that as well. Okay. So until next time, hopefully it'll be soon. real soon. Y'all take it easy, be safe, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that bell notification so that way every time I upload you get notified. Because trust me, by March 1st, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, you are about to miss out on a whole lot of stuff, okay? I'm telling you right now, don't sleep on me. You sleep on me, you're gonna miss out, all right? So with that being said, y'all take it easy, have a good night, have a good week, be blessed, stay safe, and I love you guys.